Hey guys, welcome to my first review. My first review. Also, thank you for clicking on this. If you did, I hope you like it. My first review ever is of the TV series Farscape. I love this show, and that is probably one of the main reasons why I chose to do this as my first review because this is by far one of the best TV series I have ever watched, and I have watched a lot of TV shows over the years that I've been alive. Farscape is sci-fi, but it's funny. It has excellent writing. All the characters are very interesting, and oh, you just get sucked into every one of them. And the acting in this show by the cast, especially Ben Browder, who plays the main character of John Crichton, and Claudia Black, who plays Aaron's son. Oh, plus their chemistry is incredible. And I hope you guys decide to watch this show. So the gist of the show is that uh, John Crichton is an astronaut on Earth, and in the pilot, he is testing something that he worked on in a single craft spaceship, and he gets sucked into a wormhole, and being sucked into that wormhole, he is spit out millions and billions light years away from Earth, and he gets placed on a ship called Moya. And I don't want to spoil too much about Moya, but Moya the ship is a character of its own as well. And on that ship, he meets aliens. You got Dargo, you got Chiana, you got a whole bunch of other people. You got Pilot. You'll meet all these people if you decide to watch the show, which I highly recommend. The comedy in this show is so spot on, like the references. There's so many pop culture references. This show premiered in 1999 and ran for 4 years, 4 seasons. It ended in 2003. Thankfully, though, at the time it had a big enough fan base, and I'm saying that because at the time it the season 4 finale ended on a cliffhanger because they didn't know they were going to be canceled. So the fan base did everything they could, and this is 2003. So maybe social media was starting up, but it wasn't as we know it now with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff. But they campaigned and did everything they could, and the higher ups in Hollywood heard them, and they got the cast back. And a year later, give or take, in 2004, they released a two-part miniseries finale that wrapped the show up. Now, obviously, they had to speed it up, and they had more stories they wanted to tell, but the wrap up is phenomenal, and it ends excellently. And that is called Farscape: The Peacekeeper Wars. And this show is just the effects are really well done for the aliens. For some of them, they actually used puppets, which might turn people off. But the puppets were created by the Jim Henson Company, who, if you aren't all aware of, is Jim Henson created the Muppets and a lot of other well-known puppets that are on TV now or were on TV back then. So the puppets are characters and the facial expressions are really well done. Also, he doesn't show up right away, but like towards the end of season 1, they introduce a villain. And this villain is by far one of my favorite sci-fi or just villains in general in media. And that's saying something. Like, this guy is intense, he's smart, He's very calculated, and you get as the series goes on, because he's introduced in season 1 at the end. But as the series goes on, he gets more episodes and you get more backstory, and he's just a very interesting, complex character. He's evil, don't get me wrong, but you, I wouldn't say you connect with him, but he's interesting. You get his point of view sometimes. You don't always agree with it, but you understand it. And it's just by far so very interesting. Also, when this was out and when this was on, the references, I know I mentioned this earlier, but the pop culture references, they mentioned Star Wars, Star Trek, all the greats. They do like Men in Black references. Like they do a lot of interesting, funny pop culture references, and it just enhances the show tenfold. I strongly, strongly recommend this TV series. I hope anyone who sees this video gives this a chance. Also, interestingly enough, the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy watched this show when it was on, and he was influenced it. And you can James Gunn. There we go. James Gunn watched this show, and it influenced how he directed and wrote. I don't know if he wrote it, but how he created and went into making the at least the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie and the second one, like the characters, the storytelling, like he referenced that he was inspired by Farscape. I know there's an art like if you look it up, there's like a Google article. There's an article out there on the internet where it says that James Gunn was inspired by this show. It is that good. It is seriously by far one of my all-time favorite TV shows. Excuse me. And it is just really incredible, well acted, and it might take you like 2 or 3 episodes to get fully hooked, but once you get hooked, oh, you are in for the ride of your life. So I don't have like a rating system because this is my first review. I might introduce a rating system later, or I might not. I don't know. I'm gonna see how this goes. But if I had to give this a rating, I would say find this show any way you can and watch it whenever you can. It is 4 seasons of incredible writing, incredible acting, and just great storytelling. It is a great series that will have you laughing, crying, being like shocked in certain times. It is a really incredible series, and I hope whoever sees this video decides to watch this series. Yes, I'm using my hands a lot. I do that. I'm gonna try to work on that. I'm sorry. But like I said, this is my first review ever. If you watched this video, thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and comment on how I may improve my channel and my videos. And thank you so much. And please share this. I'm trying this out, and I hope to do a lot more videos and to make this a thing. I want to do more videos, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So thank you very much, and thank you for watching if you watched the whole thing. I know this was long, but I had a lot to say. Thank you. Bye!